when you go into a hostile environment, which, don't get me wrong, we were trained and paid to do, and we are going to do. The cool part about this whole narrative is Miss Knowles is going to come to Nashville on May the 5th. She's going to have a great show, and she will be dealt with in a professional manner.
I have 1 minute left. Solomon, your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, it's not a volunteer situation. They volunteer to do overtime. They volunteer to get paid. So I just want to make sure that's clear. It's not a volunteer situation. The other thing is that they are paid to uphold the law, to protect and serve. And if Beyonce dancing around is a hostile situation, well, that's a problem. Then we need to get some new police officers in to deal with real hostile situations. That's not a hostile situation. She is free as an American to express herself. She's done that. And I think that her 14 million followers on Twitter and 61 million followers on Instagram are paying close attention to what happens with this situation.
Solomon Jones, a radio host in Philadelphia and a columnist for the Philadelphia Daily News.
Black people are the ones who are being shot in large numbers by police. If you are a young black man in America, you are 21 times more likely to be shot and killed by the police than your white counterpart. And that's just the reality. And so until we deal with the underlying race issue that makes black lives more expendable than others, then we can't really have an honest conversation. He is somebody who has said that the Voting Rights Act is not necessary. He's somebody who has stood up against voting rights for African Americans and for others. And I think he's right in line with what Donald Trump is saying. Donald Trump thanked African Americans for not voting. So somebody like
He voted for the Voting Rights Act.
Against voting rights.
He voted for the Voting Rights Act.
And he spoke
voted
against
for the Voting Rights Act.
He might,
Where are your facts? Where are your facts? He voted for the Voting Rights Act.
And again, he spoke against the Voting Rights Act, and
he voted for it.
You know, that is something that is problematic for the black community, and we will stand up against it.